Don't worry about it when you do your stroke, and then go back and kind of flatten and angle that top. Second way is using a calculator. This is Kestrel from INKmeTHIS. I'm going to do a demonstration on a lowercase s in the Copperplate script. So first, if you take the stroke of a 0, so a 0 you complete in 2 separate strokes, the left hand half in a counterclockwise motion and the right hand half in a clockwise motion, so that you end up with shade on both sides of the oval, which is what makes it different than an O. Now I'm going to isolate that right hand clockwise stroke, and that is going to become the body of my lowercase s. Because if you take that stroke and you add a terminal dot and an entrance stroke and a top and an exit stroke, I now have a lowercase s. Now clearly I'm not going to complete the strokes in that sequence, in that order, but I just wanted to show you how this piece becomes part of the S. In reality, I'm going to do my entrance stroke, my top, body, terminal dot, exit stroke. So another thing about the S is that it should mirror a lowercase c. And not just in the body and angle of it, but also in the terminal dot. So with your S and your C, you want your terminal dots to mirror each other. So you want them to be the same size, and you want them to be the same distance from your boundary lines. So however far your terminal dot is on your C from your waistline, you want your S terminal dot to be that same distance from the baseline. That's why a fun drill to do is CS, 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 CS all the way across your page. I'm not going to go all the way, but C, S, C, and the shade of your S should be on your slant. I'm using a 55-degree guide here. And I complete my S as I go, whereas I add my terminal dot to my C after I finish my string or my word. So when you go back and add your terminal dot to your C, try to make it match the S. There you have it. I hope that helped. I'm going to do a demonstration on squaring off tops. So there's kind of 3 basic ways. The first way is to simply draw your square top on after you complete your letter. I'm just going to use a simple underturn for the demonstration. So first to do your underturn and go back and add a nice angular straight top edge. The next way is taking advantage of the capillary traction of liquids. So I'm going to draw a tiny dash, basically the width of my downstroke, and then pull down. So when I do this dash mark, that is wet ink. I don't lift. I was just lifting to show you. And when I pull down, the wet ink in my downstroke is kind of sucked to that straight edge. See that? That makes a nice clean top. The third way is with tine manipulation. So if you rotate the holder at a clockwise enough angle, then the right hand tine will have more pressure when you pull down straight, and the left hand one will kind of pop open. So you have to find that sweet spot rotation in your holder. So that is with simply with tine manipulation and nothing else. So when you push down, if your holder is rotated correctly in your hand, you will get a flat top. And sometimes you still want to go back and kind of clean it up and make it a little bit more drastic, which is why personally I prefer this method of the capillary attraction, because I feel like I don't have to go back and clean it up ever. I've already I've done that step all in one pass. But that's 3 separate ways. So again, to recap, don't worry about it when you do your stroke, and then go back and kind of flatten and angle that top. Second way is using a capillary attraction, so a dash and then down into your downstroke. And the third way is with tine manipulation, just finding that angle or that rotation of your holder in your hand so that when you pull down on the holder and apply pressure to the nib, the right hand tine stays in place and the left hand tine pops open.